On the 14th of April, Dagrin was involved in a ghastly motor accident where he rammed his car into a stationary truck in the early hours of Wednesday on his way home. Numerous reactions trailed the accident.
He came here, he left here for his friend's house.
He told me he was coming down here, which he came, but me, I was not around. He came around 11 p.m.
Then from his friend, he was going to the studio.
Maybe he's trying to run for the police. But around 4:30, the police came to my gate, banging on the gate.
When I heard, I hoped it was something small.
But when I went to the hospital to check him myself, that first day, I saw him. He was moving quite all right, but his eyes were closed.
He was not really talking actually, but he was recovering, he was responding to treatment fine.
But on Thursday, the 22nd of April, Dagrin died due to complications arising from the injuries that he sustained. The news of his death came across to many as a shock.
His immediate younger sister, Bukola, called me and told me congrats. They've transferred him to the ward because he was in coma, he was in the theater. Then on Thursday, the 22nd, she called me and told me we lost a star. That day I will never forget.
He's a great dude. I think we lost a great dude.
I never knew we could go too soon. I love you, but God loves you most.
Dagrin, hustle in the street, church in the street. Now school in the street. Now me street boy, no. Dagrin for life, die for street.
I'm just sad right now that we lost, one of the most talented young men I've met in my life.
It looks too impossible for it to happen. When I heard that it has happened, I wish that I could hear someone tell me that it's a lie, Kali, but no one told me anything.
Nobody is happy. I can see people where I couldn't still believe. I'm still hoping maybe some few minutes later now, he will just come up and say, guys, I'm on my day now, nothing to me.
It was a very great shock. I couldn't help it than to shed tears,
And then all the while he's been struggling and he didn't die. He's been struggling and now he's just made it to the limelight and this is happening.
Dagrin is someone who is just getting it right. And just at the point he's gotten it right, he's been erased. So it's painful.
You can see it's a sad moment for the Nigerian music industry. It's a terrible situation.
But I don't know why Dagrin did not survive this accident.
Only God knows how he does his work. He's the one that give and take.
That name Dagrin, maybe he knew he was going to go very soon. Because I want to believe it means evergreen. So I always call him Oladapo Evergreen. His memories will always linger on in everybody's hearts.
To many people, Dagrin's music was deep, almost to the point of being prophetic. A few months before his death, Dagrin recorded a song titled If I Die. Is it possible that he foresaw his death?
Well, I've never heard the song, so I wouldn't say maybe he knew he was going to die.
The song was recorded on the 5th of February 2010 with producer Frenzy.
The song was done February. We recorded the song 5th of February.
While speculations have been rife concerning how the song came about, here is a never-before-seen account of what happened the night Dagrin recorded the song with Frenzy.
He was very happy being in the studio. He was like, Frenzy, as usual, Frenzy, play me some beat, I want to listen to some beat. Then he was like, Frenzy, I love that beat is banging, man, I need to drop something on it. And I said, man, boy, let's do it, get inside the booth. Then while he was in the booth, I didn't even know what he was about saying before he got into the booth. While he was in the booth, started saying, if I die, Frenzy.
Yeah. Yo, Frenzy. What? Please turn my microphone on. I know you're tired of being in the studio. Do this for me. If I die, make you no cry for me. Ẹjẹ́ ń sinmi, ẹjọ́ kẹjẹ́ ń mí. If Father. They pretending like my friend, but they wanna see the end. You want.
Was like, dude, what's up now? What's happening, man? Why this song, man? He said, man, he can't help it. He's inspiration. I said, come on, let's go. I don't know if he stopped the inspiration. Who I be?
I heard the song a few hours after he died. It was the next morning after he died. So Sick brought the song.
My first impression when I heard the song was, why would you go and test your faith?
Before you got the inspiration of that song, it might have been maybe somebody else talking bad about him, Dagrin.
And as soon as I heard the chorus and started hearing the first verse, Gino walked out. And for the first time, tears rolled down my eyes.
Because God is listening to everything, and don't provoke God.
Many people said about their death or something like that, they didn't die. So it might have still die even without singing if I die or not.
Left to me as a person, I think that song was a mistake. You never should have done that song.
Several candlelight processions were held in honor of his memory. One on Sunday, the 25th of April. A candlelight procession took off from his father's house to Meron Junction. Another candlelight procession was held the following Thursday, on the 29th of April, in honor of the Green One, and all roads led to the National Stadium. At the burial ceremony, tears flowed in abundance as the body of Dagrin was committed finally to Mother Earth. He achieved so much in so little time and left just as quickly. This begs the question, what is life really all about? For us, it is making the most of what you have and living every day like it was your last. Because in the end, it's not a question of how long, but how well. A brother, a colleague, a friend, an icon, Dagrin. Now you're gone, but one day we shall meet again in a land where we'll never grow old. Rest in peace, by Akogun. From Views and Tunes.